Hey everybody, I'm here with Jess and Monica, and I'd like to know, first of all, your rig. I'm a little bit biased. I think your rig is gorgeous. It's very similar to...
We like it as well.
Yeah. Tell us who you are, and tell us what you've done, and tell us a little bit about your story.
Sure, well, I can start actually.
Okay.
Oh, we both grew up in Phoenix, Arizona, and grew up loving to travel, loving to camp. And we bought a Land Cruiser about 5 years ago. Jeff started kitting it out. And we just bought the Land Cruiser to do some local trips in and do some four-wheeling in that he loves. And we kind of put all those things together, and we ended up traveling out of the vehicle for 2 years.
So you started and you didn't stop.
We start and we stop and we go home and we work, and we start and we stop and we go home and work. That's been working for us for the last 4 years.
Wow, that's amazing. Where have you traveled?
Yeah, so like in the Land Cruisers, we've done about 80,000 miles in North and South America and Central America. Most recently we got done with South America. It was a little over 30,000 miles in 9 months of 2016. And I guess we had a great time. We've done basically the whole Pan American Highway. We didn't get to do Brazil this time. Maybe we'll go back and get that done in a future trip. Hopefully take another Land Cruiser. We'll see.
Hey, let's talk about your ride a little bit. Tell us a little bit about your interior here.
Yeah, I guess we'll start. It's a 1997 LX450. Has OEM lockers. We got it with pretty low miles, and it was in really good condition. All the dings and scratches we put on it, not the previous owner, so that's always good. The interior, my wife and I built ourselves, which we're not in woodworking or kind of trades by craft, so I think we did okay, but definitely a DIY homebrew. We use a partner steel stove and kitchen setup. And
You didn't build that.
The slides and stuff are we purchased from somebody else, but the rest of the wood and stuff.
I'm just saying, my skill is not to this level. This is great.
This is like the first thing I made out of wood.
Wow.
Pretty much ever. So, awesome.
We did all right.
Yeah.
And then we use a marine isotherm 36 fridge. You can open it if you'd like. It's got kind of some food in it. Not super big, but we found that we were able to keep 3 to 4 days worth of food pretty easily, and then we can go a week with the food and water situation we have without a problem. And then we'll carry, depends on the route. I've got an extended 35-gallon gas tank. And I've got another jerry can underneath the car hidden. So we've got 40 gallons pretty much always on board. Plus we'll carry 10 gallons of water, plus another couple, and we have another water brick. I mean, we usually carry, 18 gallons of water. So that usually works out okay. And then for propane, it's right behind you. We use a Manchester 5-pound tank. And we found it was, because the stove's really efficient, we end up getting about a month of use out of 2 meals a day, including coffee.
That is incredible.
Yeah,
that is great.
Works out pretty good.
Yeah.
No interior heating, so it's only used for cooking. We just had sunbrella material. I made like a boat interior shop. Sorry, they're not fully down, but it gets flat. Make the cushions. They fell out pretty well. We try not to sleep inside if we don't have to. It's kind of
So if the weather's good,
we pop the tent, and 99% of the time, we planned well and we're sleeping in a good camping spot. But when we don't plan well, we can crash in the back and
without being conspicuous.
Exactly.
Well, not less conspicuous.
Less conspicuous. Well, you're always conspicuous because you're driving this.
Yeah, I mean, there's a lot of those things bolted to it.
Yeah.
And then the interior windows actually make it pretty easy to get in and out of. Those are actually made locally here in Arizona by Land Cruiser Phil boards. It's I think Land Cruiser Products.
Okay.
Is a brand. This is made by Wagon Gear.
This is really nice. These are spendy for me. They're spendy.
We made another one on our last 80 just out of cutting board material. That was a good cook surface, but no storage.
Got it.
Yeah.
That's nice.
So we were able to keep a lot of our recovery gear and our cooking stuff in there as well.
I like this because it's mechanical. It's not electric.
Correct,
I've seen people put an electric pump on there. That is potentially something that's going to break. Sure. I love the fact that that's a hand pump. That is awesome.
It's just a marine vertical galley pump. I think made by Fin Spray. They're Australian. I basically just drilled a hole in the standard cap of a scepter and just dropped it down in. Also in the interior, we've got an 1800 watt Xantrex pure sine inverter tucked hidden in the quarter panel, as well as an ARB twin compressor that we use just for airing up the tires or air tools if we need them. It's all hidden basically into the quarter panel. Yeah. And then in this side we use as storage. We carry all of our spare belts, hoses, lights gear. We kind of keep in the area around the jack where the jack was. And I've actually built another kind of hidden compartment for recovery gear, the jack, all that stuff.
Well, don't show it. Just if it's hidden, don't say it on camera.
Yeah.
Awesome. The ARB compressor. How far down do you run your tires?
I guess it depends on conditions.
If you're going down through Baja on those washboards, what do you do?
Like, I guess if you're never going to get back on pavement for a while, we'll do 15 to 20.
Okay.
Is this kind of normal maybe? But
And then that compressor, how fast does it go back up to 35 or 40? Or
I haven't
whatever
timed
you
it, but
want?
it's pretty quick.
Yeah.
We're not. It's not like too long. And if we're doing kind of a mix of highway and some dirt, and we want a little bit more comfort, I usually run like 40 pounds, but we'll drop it to 25 or something, or 20 in the front, 30 in the rear is what we ran in Bolivia pretty much exclusively. Yeah. And then, I guess speaking of Bolivia, we had this dash mat made.
I love it.
It's the Bolivian kind of table. I think they call it and the lock box I made adjustment from the normal Tuffy box. We cut the profile out and rewelded it to fit an 80 a little bit better. Redid the seats, tried to keep the interior clean. Factory wheels, and I used Nido Terra grapplers for tires.
The wheels, they do really well. I've never dropped a tire. I've never slipped a tire, and the stock wheels are really good.
They're great, yeah. Super strong.
So
we only had one puncture, I think, in 50,000 miles on a set of Nidos. So highly recommended. Like them.
Yeah.
Cool. All right, now tell us about your engine modifications.
So this is a stock 4.5 liter inline six that they come with. We did do a TRD supercharger though. Rebuilt the supercharger also with a smaller pulley to provide a little bit more boost. And I had my fabricator actually make a bypass on it. We ran into some bad gas in Costa Rica with this. And so when we know we can't get good octane or quality fuel, I'll put basically there's a manual lockout on the supercharger, so I won't provide won't boost and hopefully protect the engine when I get if I get bad fuel.
Got it. Okay.
Other than that, we did a top end rebuild for the I guess
Replace
the
the head gasket.
Yeah, head gasket, just preventative maintenance. Like there's some debate on that, but
Yeah.
We did it in Arizona. We had a lot of heat, especially with a lot of superchargers. There's about 10 or 15 of us with superchargers in Phoenix in our club, so we all have kind of modified the cooling system, blue hub fan clutch modification with 30,000 CST oil, auxiliary JDM fan. Actually swapped out the factory fan to a 62 series Land Cruiser fan that pulls more CFMs. A couple of mods here and there, but otherwise it's a stock motor. And then we had a dual battery system, but we actually deconverted back to a single one, which we found it was a little more reliable, and we used the other spot for storage at the moment. And then we were able to basically keep this thing topped up 100% with a 100 watt solar panel we have up on the rooftop tent, flexible. And the solar controller, Yaesu might like this. There's kind of a slick place. We hid it in the speaker panel, totally hidden. So.
Wait a minute. Did you get rid of a speaker to do that?
I did.
Oh man.
But the little thing, I'm just kidding.
What kind of horsepower boost do you get from your supercharger?
We never dynoed it. I don't know. I think anecdotally it's about 100 horse and 100 torque, maybe slightly less or more, but I don't know. Really dependent on the quality of the fuel and what octane I think you get also.
Yep. You feel pretty confident with the modifications that you've done in terms of reliability when you travel extended distances.
Oh sure, yeah. This thing's ready to go. I mean, we could drive it pretty much anywhere that as long as we get fuel.
Yeah.
Cool. What else should we know about your rig or your travels? What do you think?
Well, we love it. We're pretty proud of it,
Cool.
and we hope to continue adventuring more in it.
Awesome.
Yeah, I guess it doesn't really matter what you drive, but just get out there and enjoy it. We're hoping to do some local trips in the U.S. and see some more national parks that we haven't seen lately, and Normally, though, if we get a free weekend, we just blast down to Mexico. So
Yeah, that's our
Awesome.
favorite.
yeah.
Oh, awesome.
No planning, just kind of.
How do people follow along with you guys? How do they get a hold of you? What should they follow and look at?
On Instagram
Yep.
at Overland The World.
Overland the World. Awesome. Any website, anything like that, or mainly on Instagram?
Instagram, great. We also got a website, not really super big, but
Yeah.
overlandtheworld.com.
Cool.
Also on Facebook, Overland the World, and
The same name everywhere.
Same name.
And,
everywhere.
Thank you for doing that.
yeah, overlandtheworld@gmail.com if you want to email us.
Awesome.
Yeah.
Hey, you guys.
Yeah, thank
super
you.
nice to meet you. We've been
Thanks.
talking for a little
Yeah.
while now. It's nice to see your build.
Thanks, Ray. Thank you.
Cool.